Well, hello again. This is Epso Academy here. Um, Today we will see some very important shortcuts that we can use in the Epso exam. You know, the Epso exam is a very special exam where we see questions that have to do with very simple arithmetic. It means that most of the people, especially those that have a university education, have the ability of solving these questions. The problem is that I need to solve a question in just 2 minutes, and many times it requires to read the diagram that's given in the question, to interpret the diagram, to change the diagram into an arithmetical equation, and then to solve the equation or to do a series of operations. It means that it's not that easy, and you see that most of the people that fail in the Epso exam fail because of the time. So if they had the time, they would do the work, but they don't. Um, in this framework, we will see some very important ways, some shortcuts, as we say, for using in the Epso exam. For example, if someone tells me that I have an initial amount that increases by 33 and 1/3%, what does it mean? What does it mean? So, first of all, I have to see 33 and 1/3%. You know, sometimes when I tell you that you have a 20% increase, you multiply by 1.2. In my case here, you have to multiply by something more complicated. So what can I do in that case? First of all, 33 and 1/3% means 33 plus 1/3%. It means that 33 times 3 is 99 plus 1, 100/3%. It means also 100 over 3 divided by 100. It means 100 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 100. Cancel out 100s and you have 1/3. So very simply, it means here that I have to increase the original amount by 1/3. So if the original amount is 3/3 and I add 1/3, it becomes 4/3 of the original amount. For example, if the original amount was 90 and I increase by 33 and 1/3%, it means that the final amount is 4/3 times 90. So 90 divided by 3 is 30, times 4 is 120. This is the new amount. In the same way, let's see if we have an increase of 66 and 2/3%. So we have 66 plus 2/3%. It means 3 times 66, 198 plus 2, 200 over 3%. It means that I have to divide 200 over 3 by 100. It's 200 over 3 times 1 over 100, and it simplifies into 2 over 3. So it means actually that I have an increase of 2/3. So if the original thing is 3/3 plus 2/3, we go to 5/3. So for example, if it was 90, then the final one is 5/3 times 90. So it's 90 divided by 3 is 30, times 5 is 150. Then suppose we have an increase of 200 over 7. Then 200 over 7 divided by 100 is times 1 over 100. This is 2 over 7. So it means that something increases by 2 over 7. So the final amount is 7 plus 2, 9 over 7 times the initial amount. If we have a decrease, it means that it will decrease by 2/7. So if it's 7/7 minus 2/7, it will be 5/7 times the initial amount. I hope you got the idea here. Some other operations have shortcuts, very smart shortcuts. For example, this one here can be written 1000 minus 1 times 1000 plus 1. I remember the identity a minus b times a plus b from school. This is a squared minus b squared. So this is 1000 squared minus 1. It means 1 million minus 1, 900,900 and 9 times 999. Okay, so it's 1 less than 1 million. One more trick that I have here is I have to, first let's see this one. I have to divide 16,500 by 4. If I divide something by 4, the easiest thing to do is to do in 2 steps. First step, divide this by 2. Easily this is 250. And then divide this one by 2 also. So it's 16,125. Okay, so divide by 4 means divide 2 times by 2. Then we have something else. Here we have 645 times 25. So if you multiply by 25, then you do 2 steps again. Multiply by 100 and you get this. And then divide this one by 4. And if you divide this by 4, you will get 16,125. So multiply by 25, I multiply by 100, and the result I divide by 4. Similarly, 483 times 5, what I do here, I multiply by 10, the original, so I have 4,830, and then I divide by 2. So I have 2,415. So to multiply by 5, remember, multiply by 10 and then divide by 2. It's the easiest way to do that. Many times you don't have the time even to use the calculator. Some people use the calculator as a machine gun, I know, but some other people have a more hard time to use the calculator very quickly. And actually, speaking for myself, I prefer to do some operations mentally, and it makes my solution much faster than before. So another thing here is 355. I have to find 20% of that. Okay, you get the calculator, you say 355 times 0.2. But there are many ways of finding this one. Remember that 20% is 1 over 5, so actually this is 355 divided by 5, and that's exactly 71. Or another way of doing that, if you take 1% of 355 is 3.55. Okay, because you want 20%, you take 10%, 10% is 35.5, and then you double it because you want 20%. So it's 2 times 35.5 is 71%. Okay, so 71 actually, without percent. So this is the way of doing some quick operations here. There are many tricks. The more experience you get and the more questions you see, the more tricks that you decide to adopt in the way, the better you will become. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. See you soon.